Hello, and welcome to the Sullivan Financial Planning blog. My name is Kristi Sullivan. I'm a certified financial planner in Denver, Colorado. Thanks for tuning in and listening to my musings about financial planning, financial life decisions, and life in general. Today is a little bit about life in general. I, like everybody else, want to have my say about the college admissions cheating scandal. So exciting, especially to a person who reads People magazine, to see what dumb things the wealthy and famous are up to, and makes you feel better about your life a little bit. But it does also make me think about some parenting questions that I have confronted in my life. The whole college admissions cheating scandal, I think, comes back to parents wanting the prestige of their children being in an Ivy League school, whether their children really even want that or not, or whether that's the best fit for their children. I think one thing that seems common and what you hear is that a lot of times these kids maybe didn't even want to get into these schools to begin with. So then it comes back to, well, what is it about? What are many of our parenting decisions about? Are they about our kids, or are they about how our kids' actions or achievements reflect on us as parents? An example I have is that when my kids were little, I started them on piano lessons because I always took piano lessons growing up. It was a great release. I loved that I was a piano player, make me feel good. And I said, oh, my kids will play a musical instrument. So I started my oldest son on piano lessons when he was about 6. And then my younger son, who's 2 years younger, I started him at about 7. My older son by then had been playing for 2 or 3 years, and he was really good at the piano. He had a natural ear. He really took to it well, but he never liked it. And he was always asking to quit, but I wouldn't let him quit. My younger son then started the piano, and not only did he like it, but it spun him into like this tailspin of anxiety and depression and fear. So what would happen is he would cry. My younger son would cry during practices, cry to go to lessons, even though his teacher was a super nice guy. And it just, after a year, it was so stressful for everyone involved. I had to let him quit. And then I had to let my older son quit too. And I was so sad about it. But then a friend of mine asked me, well, what is this about? Why is it so important that your kids play piano? Is it important to them, or is it important to you? I realized it was important to me for my reasons, and I was reflecting sort of my own needs onto my kids. So looping back to the college admissions scandal and parenting decisions in general, parents, if you're out there and you're wondering, well, if my daughter gets into Stanford on her own, how will I ever afford it? If you can't afford it, you can't afford it, and you can't send your kid. What's this about? Is this about what's best for your child? Is it best for your child to go into crushing debt, or your child to go into crushing debt for the rest of their lives, have a prestige school on their resume? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing your child will be just as successful if they go to Stanford or wonderful Colorado State University, where I went. You can make that decision yourself, but always step back, especially before making a huge financial decision, like bribing coaches for $500,000 to get your kids into Stanford, and just ask, what is this really about? Is this really reflecting my values and who we are as a family? I hope that helps. I hope that's interesting, and I hope you have a great day. If you have any other questions about working with me, you can check out my website at sullivanfinancialplanning.com. Thanks.